Saved by a bird, Katrin. And there was only one person who could have sent it.
Then the Major turned, closest thing to the devil I'd ever seen. "Do you realize what you've done?" he roared, inches from my face. "Do you have any idea what was on those papers?"
I told my superiors I found the plans in no man's land. I could not decipher the information they contained, but I hear we are to be moved to Passendale.
I don't expect you to believe this, but not only did that bird fly back to me, it brought a message with it. Danke, hero. Could it be possible that this bird of mine somehow found the German?
I have arrived at Passendale. Every man now carries a gas mask. Some question why the officers even expect a gas attack. But I know. How much had the young Canadian suffered to give me this information?
Truth be told, most of war is just kind of waiting around for something to happen. And I waited at Passchendaele for months before something finally did. Hell, I survived Vimy. If I got lucky, maybe I'd survive Passchendaele.
Hey, it's Harry! Barrett was looking for you. Move along, friend. Ah, there you are. Good of you to join us, Lambert. Get up there, boy. Take photos. I'm waiting, Lambert. Do your damn job.
No one wanted to go over the top. Not a single one of us. Hell, I just did what we all did. I followed orders. For my country. For the greater good. For Julia.
Another massacre begun. Once more, we traded blood for yards gained. And amongst it all, the cat was nowhere to be found. It may seem like madness, but I promised Lucy she would meet the cat one day. I promised.
Bitte hilf mir, Kurt. Meine Gasmasken.
Kurt, unser Scharfschütze hat einen Trupp in der Nähe gesehen, aber ich kann sie nicht richtig hören.
Kurt, hilf mir.
Nicht tot! Zurück auf dein Posten!
Bitte hilf mir, Kurt. Meine Gasmasken.
Dear Kurt, I'm at a loss to explain the Canadian's motives in sending you the information he did. Is it possible he sympathizes with the German cause? Perhaps he wishes to warn only you, so you might avoid the gas altogether. It makes me anxious to consider you are only stationed at Passendale because of the information he sent. If he had done nothing, maybe you would still be at the Somme. I'm relieved to hear you carry a gas mask with you. At least you are prepared. Lucy's condition has not worsened since I last wrote, but neither has she improved. I pray you get your permission home soon. We both miss you. Love, Katrin.
Jetzt nicht, Kurt. Zurück auf deinen Posten.
Wir werden verlieren, ich weiß es. Danke, mein Freund.
Both sides fought to control a church, the largest landmark on the battlefield.
We can't go further. If only we could cut off their communication. What the hell are you doing, Harry? This is no place for a photographer. Looking for Barrett. Last I saw, he ran into that cemetery over there. No way through this side, Harry!
Gunpowder and bullets weren't enough. We had to invent gas.
These two got hit by the gas. No more fighting for them. They're alive, but they'll be sent back to the rear. He wants to find Barrett. Head to the cemetery. Verflucht! Das Funkgerät ist kaputt. Kannst du es reparieren, Kurt? Bitte! Wir müssen die Verbindung wiederherstellen. Oder es ist aus mit uns. This will all be a bad dream.
I guess we thought we could gas him out, but the Germans held steady. I'd let the Major down recently. I wanted to prove myself, to make it up to him. Only, I didn't know how.
Ich habe vorhin deine Katze weglaufen sehen. Geht es ihr gut? Irgendwas hat ihr wohl Angst gemacht. Sie rannte in Richtung Kirche.
verflucht. Wir müssen die Verbindung wiederherstellen. Oder es ist aus mit uns.
Halt in Deckung, Kurs! Wir warten bloß darauf, uns da draußen zu erledigen.
Deine Katze ist irgendwo da vorn, Coop. Sie hat Angst, aber sie lebt noch. Siehst du sie? Sie verstecken sich in den Ruinen. Diese Kirche gehört uns.
She was safe. Thank God. I later wondered if she led me to that place on purpose. As if she knew something I did not. But I'm superstitious like that.
Hey, Harry! Barrett's gone mad. He's gonna get himself killed. Brits are holding us off from the tower. There's our goddamn artillery.
I remember it clearly. I saw a side of Barrett that day I'd never seen before, and that I wouldn't soon forget.
Barrett's up ahead. Just talk to him, okay?
Every man has his demons.
Like that? You want some more? I could do this all day.
The war took its toll on all of us. Even Barrett.
Barrett's asking for you, Harry. Just be careful, okay? How's the Major still alive? Maybe he really is bulletproof. Barrett's up ahead. Just talk to him, okay? over here, Harry! Get a photo of this! Just for me, eh?
I didn't see the shell, didn't know what happened, but I knew I needed help.
Harry, bist du das? Das ist unglaublich.
What happened? Am I dead?
Beweg dich nicht, verstanden? Ich helfe dir. Nicht bewegen.
What are you doing? You're German.
Hier sind wir erstmal sicher. Wie geht es dir? Bist du verletzt?
Whoa. How am I still alive?
Hörst du? Da kommen Soldaten. Das klingt nach Deutschen. Versteck dich irgendwo, los. Hey!
Kannst du uns helfen, Kurt? Wir hören immer wieder Geräusche.
Aber das bei den Wänden. Ist jemand das?
Vorsicht! Könnte eine Falle sein.
Wo bist du, Tommy? Irgendwo hat sich einer versteckt. Den erwischen wir schon.
Hast du hier Tommys gesehen, Kurt?
Wo bist du, Tommy?
Kannst du uns helfen, Kurt? Wir hören immer wieder Geräusche.
Was machst du denn, Kurt? Da ist nur hinter der Kiste. Wo bist du, Tommy? Da ist jemand! Ich habe auch was gehört. Sofort!
Sucht alles ab, Männer.
Wenn ich den erwische, ist er dran.
Los, komm, Beeilung. Hier lang.
Please, don't shoot. Don't shoot. I'm just a photographer. Understand?
Hey,
Photographer.
Hey, Freunde, lasst ihn. Seht ihr nicht? Er hat doch keine Waffe. Lasst ihn. I tried to save him,
He tried to save me.
but I failed.
Hey! Birdman! Wake up! Come with me. We don't got much time. You transfer out tomorrow, right? Well, this is your last chance to get your camera back. Come on.
I had a dream last night.
A prisoner of war. A phrase I'd never have understood back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pleasure of the German army. I was to be transferred out to the country. I'll never forget that last day. They'd taken my notebook, my camera. This was my last chance to get them back.
Come here. Hurry, quick.
Sorry.
So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means? Today's the day, Birdman. Shift starts again soon, and there's only one guard right now. Come on. Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract the Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right? Komm rein, Julian. Blöde Gefangene. Jemand sollte sie alle erschießen. Alle. Come on, Harry. Here's your stuff. Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
I had to hide them. A stack of letters, months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture.
Du, Gefangener! Weg von dem Zaun oder ich schieße!
I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help. Yes.
Dear Katrin, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now. I wake some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucy.
So I had Kurt's address, and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julian.
Change the address on your movement orders? Impossible. You're crazy. You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me. Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officers' quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
Well, no more football for us. Our ball's stuck on the roof. I can't believe it, Harry. Thank you so much. You want to play? Come on. Okay, wait until I'm ready, and then shoot.
one lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
Zum Teufel soll das? Hier liegt überall Glas. Ah, schon wieder dieser dämliche Ball.
Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche. Verfluchter Krieg.
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters. I was so distracted. I didn't even care if I was going to Kurt's farm or not. My heart was pounding.
Dear Harry, thank you for all the wonderful photos you send to me. I received no reply from my last letter. Please write back. My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you, Julia.
And for the first time, those letters carried the scent of her sweet, sweet perfume. I had to get home.
It had been nearly a year since I had seen my home, since I had seen my family. I could not sleep. At home, I dreamt of war. At war, I dreamt of home.
I wasn't going home. Not yet, anyway. But I did have my camera back. To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier! Verschwinde! Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier!
Geh weg. Was ist?
I remember a carriage of wounded German soldiers. Some gestured to me for food. I wasn't the hero Julia thought I was. I couldn't help these people. But I could take photos. One day, I thought, when I'm back in Canada, I'll show people what happened.
Was ist los?
And as I took those photos, I wondered, had my plan to get to Kurt's farm even worked?
They let the prisoners walk
Was
around.
glotzt du
As
so?
long as we don't cause
Geh
trouble.
weg!
I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin. I knew only that Lucy needed me. I could not even bring myself to enter my son's room.
Darf ich etwas Brot haben, Papa? Wo ist mein Bruder, Papa? Hast du ihn gefunden? Ich möchte eine große Scheibe, Papa.
Es tut mir leid, Liebes. Dieses Stück Brot muss lange reichen.
Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa? Hat Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa? Ist Lotti eine deutsche Katze, Papa? Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht? Meinst du, ich kann auch mal in den Krieg, Papa? Ich will auch gegen den Feind kämpfen, wie du. Ich hab solchen Hunger, Papa. Wenn wir den Krieg gewinnen, gibt es dann wieder Essen? Was hältst du von dem Namen Lotti, Papa? Passt er zu ihr? Mama hat gesagt, du hättest im Schlaf geschrien. Ist alles in Ordnung? Baust du immer noch an der Flugmaschine? Danke, Papa. Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Luzi. Luzi, hast du dein Brot gegessen? Wir brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt. Oh, wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt. Holst du bitte etwas?
Things were different at home. Weird. We have all changed, I fear. Maybe it was Lucy's illness. Maybe it was the war. But I never mentioned Max, for I could not speak of my failure. I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
I remember that little girl so clearly. She was alone. She was hungry. I couldn't just leave her. Maybe the adults on board could spare a little food.
Man hört so einiges. Alles Mörder.
Durch die Betriebnahmen Verstärkung für ihre Luftwaffe. Trotz des Roten Barons.
Oh, jetzt so ohne Russland kann niemand die Deutschen aufhalten.
Mag sein. Im Monat haben wir Ostende ganz gut gehalten. Nicht hast du recht.
Mörder! Hau ab!
Whoever that chocolate belonged to, they'd be happy to feed a starving child. Or that's what I told myself anyway.
Nochmals, aber sag's nicht weiter. Ich habe etwas Fleisch versteckt. Ist dabei?
Schokolade? Hey, er hat Schokolade. Was? Danke. Ich habe aber nichts, was ich dir geben könnte.
Schokolade. Schokolade. Was für ein Luxus. Danke. Vielen Dank.
Mörder, du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier!
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
And for some reason, it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally sent Allied intelligence to. The German and his cat.
Hey.
Kätzchen. Hey, Lotti. Lotti, Lotti. Lotti, Lotti. Was machst du hier, Lotti? Ihr Kätzchen. Lotti. Komm hierher.
I did what I could, but Lucy remained ill.
Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich! Oh.
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, to spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Katrin, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. It's one thing being friends with the enemy in a tunnel underground, but another being friends out in the open. I needn't have worried, though. Kurt and his family were kind to me. They took me in, gave me a bed to sleep in, cooked me meals. In return, I helped out on the farm and did what I could around the house. A few days later, Kurt took me to a nearby village. There were things his family needed. Lucy, his daughter, was sick. And Germany was struggling to feed itself by that time. Everyone was hungry. So while I looked for food, Kurt looked for medicine for his little girl. Kurt trusted me with one of his ration tickets, but people weren't too friendly.
Nicht für dich. Geh weiter, Abschau.
Geh. Weg.
I couldn't believe Kurt still had that cat. She was a funny little creature. You could often see her on the rooftops, chasing birds, I guess.
Hey.
Alles kommt wieder in Ordnung. Was gefunden?
Mörder! Hau ab!
Warum hat er zu? Er hätte längst öffnen müssen.
Mörder.
Hey.
Was haben wir denn da?
Das ist der Kriegsgefangene, der Kanadier.
Ist er nicht ein hübsches Kerlchen?
Sag sowas nicht, Edith. Das ist der Feind. Er ist ein Mörder.
Ach, Mörder oder nicht, er ist ein sehr stattlicher junger Mann. Mehr sag ich ja nicht.
This is German ration ticket, not yours. You bet ticket, then we play.
Frieda, dein Englisch ist ausgezeichnet.
If you win, you get food. If you lose, we get ticket. Come play. Good. Ticket on table.
Nicht vergessen, Edith, so wie wir es geübt haben. Trottel. Wir haben fleißig geübt, Mädels. Und noch einmal.
Was? Hat er gerade gewonnen?
Ah, diesmal nicht.
Hey,
Those ladies either hated me or just wanted more food. Either way, they cheated and I lost the ration ticket. What would I tell Kurt?
Ordnung?
Diese Frauen sind wirklich gemein. Was haben sie mit ihnen gemacht? Bringt das Brot hier sie wieder zum Lächeln? Das ist der letzte Leib.
I finally found a loaf of bread. Food for Kurt's family.
Hey.
Entschuldigung. Mama hat gesagt, kein Essen ohne Marke.
Kein Kämpfen mehr. Keine Waffen. Bitte, lieber Gott.
Mit dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Kurt. Du bist einfach zu gut. Mit dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Kurt. Du bist einfach zu gut.
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Ich kann nicht mehr.
Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten mehr auf. Wir nehmen heute keine Patienten mehr auf.
Kurt, wie schön, dich wiederzusehen. Dieser Krieg. Nicht einfach, ne? Zumindest wurde Jonas anständig begraben. Dank dir, Kurt. Jonas hat uns vielleicht verlassen, aber deine Tochter ist noch bei uns. Diese Pflanze könnte helfen. Koch sie in Wasser und gib Luzi den Sud zu trinken. Entschuldige mich, Kurt. Ich möchte allein sein. Viel Glück, mein Freund.
Now I could take care of Lucy. I could work on my plan for Harry.
It was then Kurt showed me his plan. Seemed like he wanted to build a balloon. At the time, I had no idea why. A real hot air balloon. And he wanted my help.
Komm mit, Harry.
I sure hoped Kurt knew what he was doing.
Bist hier nicht willkommen. Verschwinde, Finger weg von der Uniform, Tommy. Kurt, Hilfe!
Alles
Der
kommt
Feind
wieder
ist
in
tot.
Ordnung.
Ich kümmere mich um die Uniform meines Sohnes. Danke. Lass mich nicht mit ihm allein.
Keine Sorge, Kurt. Das schaffe ich schon allein.
Any cloth or material would do it. I needed more.
Er kommt nie wieder. Nimm alles, ist mir egal. Ohne meinen Sohn hat alles keinen Sinn.
The inn opened at noon. I knew they kept barrels in the back room. A barrel like that would be perfect. We had to get one.
Hilfe! Der Feind ist hier!
Hey, Fremder. Was soll das mit dem Vogel? Ein Vogel liebt wohl Nachbars Wäsche.
Du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier! Was machst du hier? Raus hier! Schön, dich wiederzusehen, Kurt. Ich hoffe, Luzi geht's besser. Wie fühlst du dich? Endlich wieder zu Hause. Es heißt ja, der Krieg hinterlässt unauslöschbare
The innkeeper
Spuren.
sure seemed good at talking, and Kurt gave him someone to talk to. The perfect distraction.
Ich hab das von deiner kleinen Luzi gehört, Kurt. Hoffentlich geht's ihr bald besser. Der Sohn eines Mannes in Dornheim war auch krank. Er hat sich komplett erholt. Erzähl mir doch mal von deiner Katze, Kurt. Es heißt, du hast sie im Niemandsland gefunden. Unglaublich. Eins muss ich ihr lassen. Sie hat echt Glück. Ich mag mir gar nicht vorstellen, wie das so ist, wenn man seine Kinder nicht beschützen kann. In Zeiten wie diesen bin ich froh, dass ich keine Familie habe. Meine Gäste sind meine Familie. Du bist wie mein Bruder, Kurt. Erzähl mir doch mal von deiner Katze.
Remember, I had no idea what was going on. What use did Kurt have for a balloon? But whatever I said on the long walk home, Kurt's response was always the same. He pointed toward the sky.
So that is what happened, Katrin. I took these things from the village. I made a plan to help the man who I believed to be a hero. To repay my debt for the time he saved my life. And for the time he sent Allied intelligence to help me. I wanted to build a balloon for him. I wanted to send him home. To set him free.
Any German would kill me as soon as look at me. And I guess that's because of the stories I was told, you know? To folks back home, he would have been an evil Hun. But he was also a father. He was also a husband. And he was also my friend.
But I was too quick to trust the Canadian. Too quick to call him a friend. I see now how foolish I've been. I see now I was wrong.
But Kurt wanted to build a balloon, and I think he meant to build it for me.
Something was wrong. My daughter didn't normally call out like that. She didn't make a fuss.
At the time, I thought maybe there'd been an accident and he needed my help. It never occurred to me that I'd done anything wrong. It just never occurred to me.
Harry! Das ist er. Das ist er. Das ist mein Sohn. Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder!
I was as surprised as Kurt. I didn't know who Max was. It's like the picture of his son triggered something in him. Flipped a switch. You could see it in his eyes. Before we knew it, he packed up early, went back to war, and took a bunch of my photos with him.
Germany is interested only in its final push on the Western Front. They believe they can take Paris. I've not come here for Paris. By chance, I've been reunited with Franz. I haven't seen him since Vimy. Franz is built for war. Cold and detached, he sees the Tommy as vermin. I never used to understand him, but I do now. He will be a valuable ally. He has agreed to help me find the man in the picture.
So that was it. Kurt left. Me? I resolved to build that balloon. I didn't know if I could do it without Kurt, but I knew I had to try. It was a long shot, but I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in Germany. And back home, there was Julia.